the Tech Temple.
When you said it was over, you shot right through my heart. Why you let these hoes tear what we had right apart? Oh, I was so mad.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Wise Man White from the Tech Temple, here with another video, and I've done this one before, but I'm going to do it again because, as you may or may not know, KitKat is about to be released very soon, Android 4.4, and as you can see right now, I'm running 4.3 right now. So this is a very good video for those of you who had a phone and you had it rooted, but you didn't root it. You had one of your friends root it, or your family members root it, or you had somebody else root it for you and you paid for it. And at some point, they probably rooted it and then they put a ROM on it, and the ROM that you have is either outdated, or you may notice some things may not work correctly like they're supposed to, and you want to update that ROM to get the fixes that were incorporated into the new version. So this is a quick way to update your ROM. So as you can see right now, I am running Slim Bean 4.3, and I like Slim Bean because, one, it's stable, very stable. It might not be the fastest. It's fast, but it may not be, they don't focus just on speed. They focus on stability, and I like the way that the community that puts the ROM together decides on which things they should put in the ROM and what things they decide to leave out. So Slim Bean is available for a lot of devices, so go ahead and check that out. That's what I recommend. But this is already going on the fact that you already have your ROM chosen and you already download the files necessary to use it. So I've already downloaded everything. So the first thing you want to do after you download it, your stuff, is you want to back up your system. So I use ROM Manager. You may not use ROM Manager. You may use Twerp to use your recovery, but if you just look for ROM Manager in the Play Store, you'll find that, and you can see my two backups right here. The backups that I have, I always keep a backup just in case, because you never know. So the backups that I have right now, I made one today, and I always have a backup of when I first rooted my phone. For some reason, you might want to go back. You might need to return it. For me, that's just what I do. So all we have to do is go back here. Let me go backwards. And it says backup current ROM. You name it whatever file you want to, hit OK. It'll let it do its thing and it'll back up. That's step one you got to do. Or step two, since you already downloaded the file. And after you have done that, all you have to do is just flash. Alright, so we are ready to flash. But right before that, if you want to save your apps and settings, make sure you download Titanium Backup, and that is an essential app that I use all the time when I root. It's worth the money, because otherwise, if you do not pay for this, so let's go to Backup Restore. So here, I'll take the filters off so you can get a better idea. So these are all the apps that I have. So if you don't pay for it, what you have to do is you'll be forced to install one by one every app, and I know you do not want to do that. So what I recommend is you go ahead and pay for it, and with one click of a button you can have it install all apps at the same time. And you can also back up with this. So back up all of these apps. So you'll hit this check mark and it'll check for everything. And right here it says backup, and it says backup all user apps and system data. Do that, bam, done. Alright, so now I backed up my system, backed up my settings and apps. Now I'm ready to flash. So what you want to do is reboot into recovery. And the reason I had you make that backup with Clockwork Mod is because, or ROM Manager, because if anything goes wrong, you always have a backup that you can go to. So with this reboot, and we're going to what we call a recovery screen. So now we're in recovery, and you want to do, there's a few things you want to do. So we want to go to wipe data factory reset, and it'll ask you if you want to wipe data, hit yes. So now after that, it's wiping all the data, and you'll see the little Android guy. And Android guy's right there. And you'll see it'll tell you at the bottom of the screen what's going on. After that, we want to do advanced, and you want to go to wipe Dalvik cache, so select that. I want to hit yes. And now it's wiped. That one's a quick one. Now next, what you want to do, especially if you're coming from an Android 4.2 ROM and you're jumping to 4.3, go back and you want to go to Mountain Storage, and you want to go to Format System. Make sure you hit Format System. Do not do Format SD card. I've done that before. It'll clear everything in your phone, and you won't have anything that you saved. No pictures, no nothing. It'll all be gone. So Format System. It'll say yes, you want to format the system, so format. And again, this should be a relatively quick one. Alright, now we want to go back, and we want to go to Install Zip. Pick Install Zip, and now we want to do choose zip from SD card, and we want to select 0, and you want to go to the download section or wherever you decided to push all your downloads. So you always want to flash the actual ROM first, and then you want to flash the G apps or the Google apps. So I want to flash Slam 4.3 Build 2 official. I'm going to go ahead and flash that, and you'll see, it's going to go through its process. It's going through everything. It's what it's doing is taking all the files in the zip file, it's unpacking them, and it's putting all the files in the correct folders that it needs to be. That's what's nice about these. You don't have to do too much work. So thank you to all the ROM developers out there who spend all their time making these. So after that, you want to go back. You want to install zip again. Then you want to do choose again, 0, back down to the downloads folder because that's where my things are. Now I want to pick the G apps. So the G apps will be, Gmail or anything that's essential that you need to actually get the phone to run. So I'm gonna hit that and selectable G apps. Now a lot of ROMs these days, they have the installer that you can pick which things you need and which things you don't need. So of course my language is English. I'm gonna say go ahead, yes, English. And next. And these are things that you get to pick what you want. Google Ears, yes, I want audio search. Google News and Weather. I'll put that in there. You can always uninstall stuff. And I do not want the stock launcher. I want Face Unlock. I want the language pack. I want voice dialer. I don't want the video editor because I don't think it's very good. Hit next. And as far as Slim Bean is concerned, it'll let you make the G apps be black or to make them be plain white. So if you select toggleable, you'll be able to choose which ones you want, what color you want for it. So I'm gonna go down and hit toggleable for all of them. Hit next. You should see a percentage bar going, and it doesn't take long at all, really. 37% already. 94, 98, 100. Hit next, and you hit reboot system now, and it's going to do its thing. So that's all you have to do. You're done. Now you're just going to let it restart. It may take a little time right now, just because they're all new files and everything is getting set up for the first time. But after that, you should be good to go, and it'll ask you, sign in with your Gmail account or Google account. Sign in with your Google account, and all your contacts should be back there. All your email, everything should be back up. So that is how you flash a ROM, not just for Slim Bean, but for just most ROMs out there. And I will try to let this go so you can at least see it start up, so you know that it worked. And after that, I'm just going to be ended. I might have to fast forward a little bit because I don't want to make you wait. And there you go. It's all started up right now. It's syncing everything, syncing all my contacts. In a minute, it should start to download all my apps. And there you go. You got any questions? Let me know. This is Wise Man White for the Tech Temple. Think check out this video. Check out the website. I'll give you a little more explanation on what's going on here. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments in the video. See ya.
Change every day. She asks why I don't feel the same. I'm still the same. She's still insane, and now she's saying, you said it was over. You shot right through my heart. Why you let these hoes tear what we had right apart? Ooh, I was so mad. I could've seen this coming.